Today's episode is brought to you by Bush's Fresh Food Market. Calling all foodies, Bush's is hiring. Are you passionate about food, looking for growth, development, and excellent wages? Come grow with Bush's and apply online at bushes.com/join our team. That's Bush's, BUSCHS.com/join our team.
From the Detroit Free Press, I'm Kayla Cockrell with today's Free Press Voice Briefing. It's Tuesday, December 20th, 2022. Dearborn-based apparel firm Carhartt plans to hire up to 125 more workers in Dearborn with an average $43 hourly wage, rather than in Kentucky or Mexico, with help from a recently approved state grant. Governor Gretchen Whitmer announced Monday that Carhartt had been approved for a $937,500 performance-based grant from the Michigan Business Development Program to assist with an anticipated $4.65 million capital investment at its Dearborn campus, which is expected to result in the new hiring. The grant was approved last week by the Michigan Strategic Fund. Carhartt told economic development officials that, absent the nearly $1 million in grant assistance, it may have hired those new positions not in Dearborn, but rather at its IT service centers in Mexico or its distribution center in Hanson, Kentucky, or its supply chain administration offices in Irvine, Kentucky. The firm also considered making the new positions fully remote. The ultimate size of the state grant will depend on the total number of new jobs Carhartt creates over a 3-year period. The firm must create all 125 jobs to get the full amount. Carhartt does about $1.1 billion in annual revenues, according to the briefing memo, and already employs 644 people in Michigan and more than 5,500 worldwide.
I'm Alicia Anderson, a reporter with the Detroit Free Press. After 26 years on the Wayne County Circuit Court bench, a judge with a storied career plans to retire at the end of the year. Judge Timothy Kenny's career of public service spans nearly a half a century. Before serving on the bench, he worked as a longtime prosecutor with the Wayne County Prosecutor's Office. Over the years, his docket has included many headline-making cases. He presided over high-profile cases involving public officials, murderers, and election lawsuits. Before that, Kenny prosecuted some of the most notorious cases in the area. Among them, the Buell Building arson and murder case. The 1982 rampage in downtown Detroit left 1 dead and dozens more wounded. He also prosecuted the man accused of attacking and robbing civil rights pioneer Rosa Parks and assisted suicide physician Jack Kevorkian. Throughout Kenny's career, he earned respect from others in the criminal justice system. That includes fellow judges, prosecutors, and defense attorneys who describe him as prepared, patient, and pragmatic.
This is J.C. Reindl with the Detroit Free Press. Nothing has gone easy for movie theater operators since the COVID-19 pandemic. So now they are hoping, let's say even praying, for packed cinemas this weekend for the big release of Avatar 2. Cinema operators tell the Free Press that business has been down 25 to 30% so far this year compared to pre-COVID. Some of that's the fault of movie studios that have delayed various releases. Of course, there have been some bright spots, like Top Gun 2 and Black Panther 2. But now, thanks to in-home streaming services, some of that theater business is likely never coming back. Metro Detroit has seen 2 big cinemas close since the pandemic. Those were AMC Southfield and AMC Fairlane. Hopefully, James Cameron can keep those remaining theaters busy.
I'm Kirkland Crawford with the Free Press Sports Department, taking a look at some of the injuries in and around our world of sports here. First, with the Lions, safety Deshaun Elliott suffered what he says is a separated shoulder in Sunday's win at the New York Jets. Lions head coach Dan Campbell said the team is continuing to look at that situation. There's a chance he'll be ready for Saturday's game in Carolina. Meanwhile, with the Red Wings, they're looking to get back forward Jakub Vrana soon. He's been out for the last few weeks, but part of the NHL's Players Assistance Program. There's no clear timetable as to when he will be ready to return, but both Derek Lalonde and GM Steve Yzerman are apparently talking about this every single day. Meanwhile, in college, Michigan State basketball senior forward Malik Hall, who had the stress fracture in his foot about a month ago, seems to be ramping things up in practice. He probably won't play in Wednesday's game at home against Oakland. However, the plan, says Tom Izzo, is for him to play December 30th against Buffalo. Once the new year flips, Michigan State will be in the thick of Big Ten play.
For more stories from the Detroit Free Press, check out freep.com.